All right, so we are answering some questions here, and the Max It IG was asked last night. What are three apps that I use regularly? 3 to 5 apps that I use regularly in regards to fitness or tracking nutrition. And for me, I specifically like the Lumen. The Lumen's been really helping me to understand my metabolic buoyancy, as well as I wanted to see if it correlated to how I felt and what I know about my nutrition as I've gotten older. And because obviously I've been looking at my nutrition since I was 22, 21 years old. And so going through a bodybuilding nutrition for 4 years, then doing Olympic lifting, keeping low body fat at about 250, 245, 10%, 8% body fat, and then going up to like just being real big, real fucking fat. But I was a super heavyweight. I was trying to hide an injury that I couldn't get a surgery on. And so then I ballooned up to 285, 287 pounds at 5'9", right? For the stats say 5'9" and 3 quarters. But there's a lot of effort that was put into it from the ages of 20, 25, 30, 35, and then now 40, 45. My effort is very different and very different in nutrition. It also has to do a lot with recovery and also too with, eating kids shit food. Right? My kids eat real well, but at the same time, I wanna eat pizza. I like pizza. I want to be aware of it. So how do I manipulate that into my lifestyle, as well as getting smaller, right? So I'm moving myself down slowly, surely. I don't want to create problems, not in any rush to lose a bunch of weight. So how do I get this year? I started at 242 pounds. By the end of this year, I want to be 222 pounds. Point right now because I'm sitting at 230, 228 pounds, and slow move through that while having this variable lifestyle. There's a lot of different diets out there where you can look at, where it's the slow carb diet, the carb cycling diet, fucking carb loading cycling, intermittent fasting, all kinds of shit. But really comes down to a lifestyle and the way you like to eat, and then staying consistent with it. So, I do better when I eat earlier. Do I like eating earlier? No, but I do better when I start eating at 8 o'clock, and then I continuously eat throughout the day. I get hungry earlier. I eat more smaller meals. I don't have big volume meals, and that's a big conversation that we can have at a later time. But right now, our conversation in regards to what is the actual 3 apps that I use, and I was looking for some banners. Here, let's create one real quick. Okay, what are the 3 apps that you use? And add banner here. Okay, it's loading. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, time cap, heads up. we're on a time cap just like that. So, man, that yellow is ugly as shit. So tell me 3 fitness apps that you use. Okay, so the first one that I use is the Whoop I use. I've used the Whoop now since they bought for me as a gift in 2016, I think it was. That you're gonna have to ask Nathan, but there's a story on that. But we'll tell Rick gave it to me. Everybody gave it to me, but in my mind it was only Rick. So just a heads up. But the app that I use specifically with Whoop is more not for my recovery, not for my strength, not for my caloric intake, but for my sleep average. So it tells me the truth about when I wake up. It tells me the truth of the amount of sleep I'm getting. It tells me the truth while I'm in bed. It tells me the truth. And what I mean by that is that I can say I wake up at 5 o'clock, but this summer I would say I've been waking up at 5:45, if not later. Some days I'll wake up at 6:15 today, and then other days I'll wake up at 6 or 5:20, 6:20. So it's variable. Average 5:45, but I have to get that average back down. But I'm also going to sleep later because we're staying up later with the kids. It's summertime, so there's a lot there. But if I'm not careful with that, I myself only sleep 5 hours. Period. So I have to be careful with that, so that I keep my sleep up, and I keep it closer to 7 hours, 7.5 hours that I do well with. So I got the Whoop app for sleep average. I really also too with that Lumen, I got my food through it. So I used to use my Fitness Pal. I use my Fitness Pal from clients and those that actually want to learn how to track nutrition. So really plug and play type of app. Super easy. Obviously, you can take photos of your food. You can input your food. It's a huge database, one of the oldest databases out there. So it's an amazing app, especially to learn how to eat, because really that's what you do when you want to start losing weight or getting bigger. You know, learn how to eat, not necessarily just do some fad diet or do something that somebody tells you to do. You want to learn macronutrients. You want to learn caloric intake. You want to know your body response to it. You want to see what you like to eat, what you can eat, what you can't eat. You know, because there's even people that talk about getting bigger, and as they try to get bigger, they get full all the time. They don't know how to actually gain size and they'll never actually acquire that skill. It's difficult still. Jillian, my wife, started at 105 pounds, and then slowly developed herself up to 130, 135 pounds, has 2 kids now, and that's actually where her set weight is. Now she's 5'7", and when we were in China with the team out there, they were very adamant about telling her that she needs 162 pounds to be a competitive weightlifter. So you could only imagine how she felt at that time. So whereas me, they were just telling me I was too big. So that you look at with My Fitness Pal really teaches you and keeps you on track with that. The other one that I really like is the Renfro scale. It actually holds a consistent weight scale for you. It actually shows your weight through time. So I like an app that connected to scale. I like my scale to be plug based, so that way I don't have to actually use batteries anymore. And it's easier. It's consistent. Is it more accurate scale? Yes. But is this one consistent weighing at the weight? It doesn't fluctuate? Yes. So I really like the Renfro scale. Super cheap app that comes with it. You can do also to the what is it? There's another app that does. Oh, Garmin. Garmin has a scale as well. It has an app to it, which is really good with the watch, which in turn brings up my Garmin Connect. I think the Garmin Connect in regards to my tracking and my steps, my heart rate, kind of what I'm doing all day long. What's my variables? How much if I move? I just like it because I don't use it as a smartwatch. I don't like smartwatch. I don't like that connection. I already got my phone as a smartphone. So I have my watch as a fitness, even though it's a Phoenix, and I appreciate it. And I like it. I use it for hiking. I use it for running, rowing, all that kind of stuff. But I like the app because it also maps GPS and has a good awareness of it. So those would be my favorite fitness apps. Would be the Whoop, the Lumen, My Fitness Pal, if I'm not using Lumen on my food, the Renfro, or some type of scale app, and then the Garmin Connect, so watch app. So scale app, watch app, and then sleep app are the top three for me because it comes down to recovery. I don't believe in overtraining, just under recovery. And then if I'm looking at for logging, fortunately or unfortunately, we use Watify. Watify is great, but it sucks. Not as nice as I miss beyond the whiteboard, but the actual tracking system and the other backends of beyond the whiteboard sucks. So we use Watify for tracking our workouts. I also like stretch apps as well as pliability, as well as using the GoBot or the daily yoga, depending on what I'm looking to do, the flow of my stretching. So those are more of exercise apps where it would be modified to log my workout, the stretch app as post workout, so pliability or something like it. And then the last thing would be, you know, the Garmin Connect. So those there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and those are my fitness apps. I guess that's more than 3 fitness apps. I have a lot of apps on my phone. Apparently that is a problem itself. But I use a lot of them. I use them. I like to play with them. I like the data. I like interaction that I'm getting. I can correlate to Wim Hof breathing that I do in the morning to my retention of air, which in turn correlates to my recovery from a whoop. They kind of correlate together, which in turn correlates to my lumen as well. There's a lot of data that I have to fuck with as I move through the process. So great question, great chat, and have a phenomenal Tuesday.